Good morning. I'm going to give you a small tutorial, and because it's YouTube, I'm not going to do an hour to build up to it, but I'm going to demonstrate getting into a kind of fun arm balance, one of my favorites. So I'm going to take both my hands down onto the mat, and I'm going to keep my right foot just a little bit outside of the mat for now. I'm going to lift up through my back leg and take my right arm underneath my right leg so that my right knee is hugging onto my shoulder as if I'm throwing it over my shoulder like a backpack strap. So once I have my arm underneath, I take my hands just a little bit wider and I begin to bend my elbows, and I'm trying to take my shoulder blades onto my back. So I want to feel an engagement in the rhomboids, the muscles in between my shoulder blades. Okay, so I want to engage there, and I want to keep lifting through my back leg and lifting through my core. And I'm going to start engaging my quad to lift this leg and then lift my butt up a bit. And I'm going to lower down with my chest. And it's a bit of the seesaw effect. As I lower down with my chest, I'm going to start to try to lift up with my back leg. So my glutes are engaging here. So as you can see, and even from that, my shoulder turned in a bit. But as long as my shoulder blades are still trying to draw into my back, it's going to protect my shoulder a bit. I'm going to keep trying, however, to keep the shoulder blades on the back and not completely round it in. So this next side is a little bit harder for me, but we'll give it a try and see how it goes. So the hardest arm balances I find are actually the ones where you have to lift up your legs behind you. Ooh, there we go. That was that pop I was talking about. Okay, so my shoulders are a little better here. I didn't come quite as high, and that's probably why my shoulders were better. So a lot of times in yoga, it's the seesaw effect, right? If the torso comes down, it's easier to get the legs up. But the hardest part when the head and shoulders come down is to keep the shoulders from rolling in like this. So chaturanga is a perfect example of when we come too far down in the front and we allow the shoulders to roll in, and then we get those nagging shoulder injuries. So always mindful. There are a lot of arm balances where you do have to protract the scapulas off the center of the back. Just mindful, right? Engaging through the core. So one more time, I'll run you through it. We'll do it right leg again. Then you can try left leg on your own time. Right leg, right arm wraps under. Left leg lifts up. Elbows bend like chaturanga. Okay, this one you don't need a big protraction of the scapula, so you can kind of keep them on your back. Straighten out through the leg, so it's an engagement of the quad. Okay, and then that back leg lifts. So it's going to be a lot of glutes. I can bring it over to the side. And most importantly, it's fun to play, right? Every time that we play, there's a little bit of risk. Every time that we risk, we might feel a little bit more alive. So play, have fun, take a few risks in life, and find that balance. Thank you so much. Have a fun day.